What is up, y'all? Welcome back to the show. It's your boys, DJ and Alec, and today we kind of want to talk about something very serious, something that's very pressing in the nation right now, something that all parents go through, unless you're, I guess if you're homeschooled, you kind of go through a little bit. It's back to school season, and with that comes the chaos of getting ready, having to buy all the school supplies, which is always a chunk of change, and new words. We're going to get into all that today. We're going to figure out what the meaning of these new words are. We're going to talk about the chaos of the week. We're going to talk about, it can be hard on parents sometimes because maybe your kids are going to school for the first time. And we'll talk about the other side of things, like DJ's kids are homeschooled. So we'll kind of talk about different aspects of going back to school and what it all looks like. But first off, DJ, how are you, bud? I know we always talk about we were just together, and we were just talking about the one of the downfalls, not downfalls, but one of the sucky parts of our podcast is we're not together, and so things could be better. But how you doing, buddy?
Well, one, I should probably turn my light on. That might help my
There you go.
face a little bit. It's going. I come to realize real quickly how much I need to stretch in my day because yesterday I got up off the dining chair and my back is now hurting. It hurt immediately as soon as I got up, and when I woke up this morning, it's been spasming. So, not the best way to kick off a day, but life will show you when you need to do things, whether you like it or not. And this is kind of like a wake-up call saying, DJ, you need to stretch more. I guess, the older you get, the more important it is to really be limber. That's where I am. That's where I am at. How was your week? Alec's going to tell you some interesting stuff. I'll tell you that.
It's been a week. We got home. For you who don't know, which I don't think anybody knows. I didn't announce it. Me and my wife went on a cruise last week, and then we were in Vegas for 4 days. So we were gone for almost 2 weeks ish, and not during because it was fine. We got home, but we got home, and when you just go home from a trip, it's back to normal life. So things aren't. You're on that trip, and it was just me and my wife. Kids were with DJ and Jazz and grandparents, and you're on a trip, and it's just you don't have to worry about anything. You can just on cruises, especially, just eat whatever. You don't got to do dishes, and it takes a lot of weight off. Anyways, you come back to your normal routine, and things are. Oh, okay, I forgot about this. All right, now our bathroom's under construction, or a day into being home, our AC went out, and it's a stupid heat wave right now, and it's been so freaking. So between just me and my wife getting at each other because it's been crazy around here, and the kids being hot and annoyed, and me being hot and annoyed, it's been a fun week. But it's all right. We're kind of getting through things. We figured out some options to keep it kind of cool in here. But that's just kind of what we have to do as parents. We just have to roll with the punches and kind of fix things, even though sometimes it may suck. But yeah, but what our topic is today, like we're trying to talk about, is back to school. And as parents, as dads, sometimes that comes with get them out of the house. I'm over it. Hopefully not. For me, let's just talk about that for me. I've been with them. I work from home. I do all the social media stuff at home. And so it's every day with my kids. As much as I love them, too much of a good thing sometimes can be a bad thing, And so from the dad, let's do this, dad, let's do this, dad, dad, dad. I'm gonna change my name legally to something else. Anyways, it was a good summer. But going back to school, what does that look like? Yesterday I went and got my kids' haircuts. Which, by the way, when the freak did haircuts get so stupid expensive? I remember when I was a kid, it was real cheap, right?
Like $5, like something.
Yeah. $100 yesterday for 2 haircuts. What is that? I mean, they look good, but still. But it also comes with buying new shoes because we know our kids are going to go through their shoes. And especially my kids are 8 and 9. They're going through growth spurts right now. And so we buy new shoes every freaking 6 months, it seems, if not more. And then clothes and backpacks and just all the craziness that comes with school, having to buy supplies, man. I will tell you this, D, like, you guys are lucky. We probably spend about $300 to $400 at the beginning of every school year just for school supplies. And that's because we have to buy like 7 reams of paper, we have to buy pens and whiteboard markers and all this stuff and everything for the classroom. Like every parent does that. And so it's pretty crazy, like the stacks, this pun stacks of stuff that the teachers have, which I get, don't have to use their own money. Anyways, I'm going on a rant. But for me, what does that look like? The kids are going back. Some good things and some bad things that come with it. Me and my wife get our date day back. Mondays, we go on have breakfast, but during the summer, yeah, we can go have breakfast with our kids, but like, you know, we like to take that moment once a week, just us. So we get that day back. But at the same time, like, it is going to be real quiet around here. So I dropped my kids off 3 days before the cruise in Vegas. And in those 3 days with my wife not working at home and me working here, it was so quiet and like I almost didn't know what to do with myself. So I'm not looking forward to that part where it's going to be just empty out around here for a few hours a day. But there's a lot of crazy stuff that comes with going back to school too. DJ, we're gonna play a little game.
All right.
Okay. We're gonna go over some words that today's kids say. And then you're gonna have to guess what the 90s equivalent to these words are. All right. So it's Gen Alpha slang versus 90s slang. Okay, so the first one is Riz.
Well, I know what it definitely stands for. I know that it stands for somebody's got a lot of charisma. They have a lot of energy. 90s equivalent. Riz. What would we say?
So there's 2 options. They're pretty much the same
Okay.
option, but there's 2. And you hit the head on the nail on the head. Yeah, charisma is what it is. And so the 90s equivalent is there's 2. I think it's just depending on where you live is how you say it. There's you're all that, and then there's you're all that in a bag of chips, which I
But
don't
dude,
think I've ever heard that version of it.
you said you're all that, and I heard you're all that in a bag of chips. I definitely have heard that. That is definitely something that I have said more than once on. Yeah, but we'll just keep moving on. Yeah.
All right, the next one is Sigma.
Sigma.
Sigma, Sigma, Sigma. I don't know how these would be used in sentences either, just so everyone knows. Like,
Sigma. Is that? I don't know.
it would be like for us, it'd be well, I guess it's the cool. It says it's standard, a standout loner or the cool outside people. I don't know. And then our equivalent was da bomb.
Yo, I thought when you said Sigma, I said debomb.com. I literally thought that. I'm not even kidding. Okay, well, maybe I know a little bit
you're
more.
white.
I know a little bit
The
more.
bag of chips and .com.
Yeah, I use bomb.com still to this day. And actually, a few years back, I used it. And my niece is like, what did you just say? I said, debomb.com. And she's like, please don't. Nobody uses that anymore.
We do.
Well, dang. Well, dang.
All right. This one, I think, this one, I don't know if, I've heard this one a lot. Mewing. Like the Pokemon.
Mewing?
Mewing. You know,
like, yeah, I'm just trying to think of what context.
I think cows mew. I think they do that, or that is that what it's called when they chew all day?
Is that what it's called? Mewing?
It's jaw sculpting. It's when they do like the thing,
like when Squidward becomes Pretty Boy.
Yeah. There you
go. Oh man.
And then I guess the 90s alternative is it's mewing is jaw sculpting / looking good, and ours is fresh or fly.
Fly. Okay.
Yeah.
Mewing is looking good. Okay, I gotta remember jaw dropping.
These at work, right? Okay, so we'll kind of make these next ones a little quicker. Make the segment a little faster. Which I've heard you'd use this one, bussin'.
Say that one more time.
Bussin', like we're bussing kids to school.
Bussin'.
BUSSIN.
Is that like they're on a mission? Is that our equivalent?
Mm-mm.
Bussin', is it?
It says it tastes amazing.
That's fire.
Bussin'. Yeah. Yep.
What is?
Ours is. Oh, I didn't even see there's another thing here. But yeah, ours is the bomb diggity. It says it's a bomb for a couple of things, but
Yeah, the
and
bomb
then
diggity.
this is one of the ones I was like, I don't understand why people just say random words that mean other things. Ohio,
Ohio?
like the state.
Like what's up?
No,
Does it mean hi? Does it? Ohio means something.
completely just off the wall.
You're slow. I don't know what the heck this could even mean.
Well, what would be the equivalent for ours if it's slow, dude?
I'm not.
Don't
Nope.
say it.
No, no, no,
Okay.
no, 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 no. That is a hard no and a hard. Yeah, we're gonna keep with.
We weren't PG back then. Ohio means bizarre scenario, a wild card. Ours would be totally whack.
Because totally whack makes sense. Ohio
Yes.
makes zero sense. Ohio means bizarre.
Mm-hmm.
What? What? Okay. Well, I'll have to do more
All right, and
research
then the
on
last
this.
one is Fanum Tax. Fanum Tax.
Fanum Tax.
Fanum Tax.
I don't know. I've completely lost now.
Stealing food from your friends. I think it would be like the equivalent of like we say dad tax, and then we take our kids' food and test it for
Okay.
poison.
But what does Fanum mean?
I have no idea. So yeah. Anyways, that's how your kids are going to start talking to you when they come home from school, and I hope you guys are all prepared for it. That helped a little bit, I hope. So
Yeah.
when they
Hope you're ready to do
start
that.
coming home
Hope
and
you're ready to
saying
take
I'm
that Fanum Tax.
right, and when they are weird, because kids are weird, be like, oh,
Oh,
Ohio,
Ohio.
and they're like, oh, Dad, don't say that. I'm like, okay,
Why though? I got Riz.
yep,
I know how to make it completely awkward and use these words in the
there you go.
most obscene way. Is that
So you would
obscene?
be you're the
Obscene.
Sigma, right? You're the standout guy. You're cool.
On the bomb.com, baby. I ain't no Sigma.
Well, oh, so go ahead, dude.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, as we're moving into the first this episode for most people will come out on the first day of school. One thing that I can say that kind of will help you with your kids is normalizing their feelings. Are they going to come to you when they want to talk about what's happened at school? Are they going to, want to have those conversations? And I think if we can get to a point as parents and as dads where we normalize feelings
Mm-hmm.
and they're not so like out there, they're not so Ohio. Um, I can't with this word, bro. Ohio. I really you create this safety net for them to fall back on. Home should be where they feel the safest. And I think where we go wrong as kids get older and older and older is we don't start young. We don't start normalizing things early on. And so they don't trust us with their feelings, or we don't show them how we have feelings. And one
Mm-hmm.
way that I think that we're all busy, okay? Alec has a lot of stuff that he does for the church, and it keeps him busy almost all day long. That and our podcast. Then we have Karina. She commutes and goes to work, and that's takes up a good majority of the time too. For me, it's going to work, the commute, working back home, and Jasmine, she's busy with the kids all day. We did decide as a family that she would stay home and homeschool the kids. So our dynamic is going to be a little bit different. But one thing that I can say that you need to prioritize at least, I would say 2 to 3 times a week is actual sit down family time. So for like Alec and Karina, right? She's got Sunday, Monday off, whatever. So Sunday nights, Monday nights, you guys can prioritize family dinners where you guys all sit down at a table and we talk about the day. We talk about what's happened. We talk about what's going on. What are they excited about for school? If you can create these normal areas and pockets in their life, I think this is what's going to build the foundation of trust. So when things major happen, they're going to be like, I got to go tell dad. I got to go tell mom. I just want to share these feelings so that I don't hold them all in. And I want to, maybe they have a solution for me. Maybe they can give me some wisdom and some advice on how to handle the situation. And so, as we're going into it, there's going to be a lot of anxiety. We've all been there. First day of school, you got the first day jitters. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know if you're going to make new friends. You don't know if your old friends are going to be there still. What life can like change. Like changes can happen, and it makes everybody a little on edge with changes. And so just take this time really to hone in on normalizing their feelings, so that when things come up, you will be one of the people or persons, yeah, that they'll trust and they'll come to.
Yeah, and I think that goes into too, like, depending on what stage you're going in. Like, I mean, there's different stages, right? There's the elementary school stage, there's the middle school, high school, and I feel like it gets easier over time, but it doesn't. You got to think about, like, a lot of things are people. Well, some people do, some people don't. As parents, I think a lot of the time we don't think about, like, when you're going through something, like, oh, my kids are going to school for the first time, or they're going back to school. It's hard. I don't know what to do without them. Your kids might be the same way, where they're going into this new environment alone that you could have prepared them for, but at the same time, like, you never really know what's going to happen in school. There's bullies, and it's a whole new ball game for a lot of kids. They could be going, like, my kids are going to the same school since kindergarten, but at the same time, you don't know what new kids are going to be there this year. Things could be completely different. Like, they have a new principal this year. We don't know if she's going to be nice or what. Hopefully she is, because the last one was amazing. But like Jesus talking about, if your kids have you as a place they can come talk to you, instead of going to school getting bullied or something happens, they're not going to hold it in, and then something potentially bad could happen because they're holding it in. They're going to come talk to you, and you're that safe place for them to come talk. And so just be aware of, your kids are going into a new environment. Your kids are going into this could be daunting, scary thing. So just be aware of your kids' feelings as they're starting to school this week. Yeah.
Yeah, no, another big thing, something that can help ease the anxiety, help ease the stress. I have called Alec a couple of times throughout the
You've
school
never
year.
called me a couple times. My name's Alec. Anyways, that was a
Oh,
stupid
I
joke, and I'm sorry.
no, that was good. That was good. I've never called him a couple things. I've called him three things. My love forever. Anyways, okay, back to our segment of school life. No, I've called Alec. Well, I basically call Alec every day,
Mhm.
but throughout the school year, in the mornings, because I start early. I start at like 6 o'clock my time, so he's usually up by that point, and we'll chat. When I get a couple minutes at work, and like sometimes it can be a little bit stressful. So let's talk about some routines that'll help not only you, but it'll help your kids
Mhm.
ease anxiety, ease stress, and just make for a smoother day. Because when you launch, we all know we've been there, right? We set up for the night before, we get up, we get ready. It's like when we have everything prepared, we feel great. Like we feel like we can freaking crush the day.
Mhm.
But we've also all been there. I'm almost positive. If you've never been here, then you've lived a perfect life, Disney movie life, where you wake up and you're pretty and the birds are singing and ah. But I'm saying, like, you've woken up, shoot, where's my pants? Oh shoot, where's this? And you go into anxiety mode quick.
Mhm.
Stress levels are up. You're running late for work. You're running late for a meeting. Something's like, you're like, oh shoot, where's my keys? Everything seems to be falling apart that morning. Then you grab coffee, and because you're not paying attention, because you're stressed about things, you dump your coffee on yourself. It just everything just compounds, right? So I guess one tip that I could give you that I've found success for myself is getting ready the night before, right? Putting clothes out the night before. If you pack school lunches for your kids, getting those prepared. And Alec can talk about this a bit more
Mhm.
because he has kids going to a physical location for school. For us, we can take it a little bit slower. Jasmine can, kind of ease into the day a bit. It still helps to prepare for the night before, which she does a lot of preparation for like their teaching and stuff.
Mhm.
But yeah, just if you want to talk about the ease into the day versus jumping into the day where you don't really have any plans.
Yeah, I think first off, if you are not setting alarms for yourself and you're just one of those people that's like, oh, I'll just wake up, when my body says it's time to. You're crazy, because if you have kids and you're listening to this, you probably do have kids. That's insane. We get up. So this is our morning routine for school. We usually you get school. I can't freaking talk. It's every episode, man. Usually we'll get stuff ready the night before. We'll have the kids, hey, go pick your clothes, get it ready. And then that way, even if for whatever reason alarms aren't heard, we oversleep, things are easy to grab and go. With that, so the morning routine, we get up. My wife gets up. She gets ready for work at like 5:30. So I'll get up with her 5:30, help her get ready. And then I start my day, and I have about 30 minutes to an hour to pray and do my morning routine, which if we'll talk about that in another episode, but if you're a dad, and I feel like it is really important to kind of have that morning routine to, something I've done. What's up? Is pray in the morning, read your Bible, and that kind of stuff. And then I will make sure the kids get up. And they do have an alarm clock in their room. That's a new thing, so they're still getting used to it. But I'll get up. I'll go, hey guys, time to get up. It's morning. Let's get ready for school. Let's have breakfast. And most of the time, what I'll do is, as they're coming down from their room, I'll have cereal ready, breakfast ready to go, so they can eat, kind of start their day. I'll hang out with them while they eat, and then we'll go to all right, you're done with breakfast. All right, let's get dressed. Let's get things rolling. Teeth brushed, all that fun stuff, and just kind of gets ready for the day. And as long as you have those routines, it becomes something you don't even have to think about. If you're doing it every day, it just becomes that much easier, because the kids are like, all right, I know what to do. And even if I were not to make breakfast and stuff, like, my kids know how to make breakfast. And it's like, so I was like, if I can just go, hey guys, get up, I got to do something, I know that they know what to do. So if you're instilling that daily routine, if you're instilling the easy things for your kids to handle too, and something else, if you instill this now, it's going to make it way easier in the future when they eventually go to work or start other things in their life. They're going to be like, all right, well, I can get up in the morning and do what I need to do. I've done it my whole life. So it definitely does help. And it helps me too, because like over the summer you can be lazy. Like right now it's 8:30 and I think my daughter's still asleep. So, I mean, they are getting to that age where they're like, I remember as a teenager that they're not close to teenager yet, but I wanted to sleep all day, and we did. We sleep till like 11:30 in the afternoon. Well, I guess not the afternoon, in the morning. But yeah, I think that's the best thing you can do, is just have that morning routine set up and things ready to go, because it is a lot in the morning if you're not prepared, and it can be chaos real quick. There's been mornings where I'm screaming like, "Get your freaking pants on!" Or it's, I don't want to wear pants today, and it's freezing outside. I'm like, are you crazy? Like, you're gonna come home sick. Like, come on. That's another thing, y'all. If you ain't ready, if you are new, if your kids are going to school for the first time, be prepared. Y'all gonna get sick. Your kid's gonna get sick. You're gonna get sick, because it happens. Oh, well, my kid has never been sick before, and they've got an amazing immune system. Welcome to the real world. They're gonna get sick. Because that one little booger picker at the school is going to be like snotted up and coughing on everybody and putting the toys up his nose and in his mouth. And then your kid's going to do the same thing, and they're going to come home sick. So be prepared. Just saying.
Here's the deal. We all know that we've had that one coworker that'll still go to work even when they're bent over sick.
Yep.
And you're like, what are you doing? You're going to
Yep.
get me sick. Well, kids, same thing. Parents will still send the kids to school.
Mm-hmm.
These are the see. I think I have found a correlation. Right, there is these parents who go to work sick, also send their kids to school sick. I feel like maybe it's like some kind of weird, twisted mindset that you should go do it even if you're sick. And they will send their kids, and kids don't care. They will cough all over you. They will lick you. That might be a little weird, but it is a cesspool of just germs.
Yeah.
And kids, like, it ramps up.
Mm-hmm.
You have the cold, like colds, flu, everything just ramps up at the beginning of the year. Then the immune systems kind of get used to everybody being sick, and it kind of dies down. But the first few months of like fall and winter, yeah, it's you hear about a lot of kids getting sick, and then those same parents also bring their kids sick to church. And so like my kids are not exempt. My kids we still go do stuff, right? We like for church, they still go into children's church, so it's still the same environment as a classroom. Except now these kids got sick from school and they're bringing it to church, and the parents didn't want to miss church because they feel like they'll be heathens. Which, I mean, they're not wrong, but if they don't go to church, just kidding, you won't be a heathen if you don't go to church. But yeah, it is crazy how sick. And then if you have multiple kids at home, be prepared, because if your one kid gets sick, well, then now they're going to get their siblings sick. And I have three, so one gets one sick, then gets another sick, then gets mom sick, then gets dad sick. Then it goes back around, and we're in a perpetual state of sickness.
Yep.
Break it down with the sickness. Oh. Anyways.
Well, y'all, as we wrap up this episode, I hope we helped out a little bit and prepared you for today's language and what your kids are going to be faced with. And there's one very important thing I want to say. Your kids have homework. And if they tell you they don't have homework, they're lying to you. So check their backpacks. We love you guys. We're kind of changing some things up on the podcast. Some little updates. Rooted in Fatherhood's kicking, and it's doing well. If you guys haven't joined the Brotherhood yet, it's free. It's just a bunch of dads hanging out there talking through life. DJ posts in there almost every day. And it's just a good place to hang out, come talk. If you need to talk about things, we've had a couple of people reach out to us the last week. They just, hey, this podcast has helped me, and I'm in a really bad place in life. And we just, we don't avoid your conversations. We talk to you. We've talked about it from the beginning of this podcast. We want to be someone and two people, or the guys, where you can turn to if you need someone to talk to. And we are 100% here for you. Also, if you have not subscribed, listen, guys, we are right on 99 subscribers on YouTube. Please hit that subscribe button. Push us over the top. If you're the 100th, I'll reach out and I'll send you a video of me kissing you and getting said in your, that's weird. But if you're the 100 subscribers, thank you. It's going to be any day now. I can feel it. And there's some other stuff going on. DJ has been full force on his ADH Dad channel. So go check him out. If you guys like gaming, I have dad mode on TikTok. Mm-hmm. It's dad X mode. So we have other channels. We have our personal channels too. If you want to follow us on Instagram, that's really where our personal channels are. But as always, we're here for you. If you have any questions about school stuff, if you need more of a breakdown of these words that we talked about today, we'll put them on our Instagram. And just a back to school dad cheat sheet. How about that? Cool. DJ, I know you got plans today.
Yes, got plans. And like always, like Alex said, we love you guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe. If you guys could leave us a review, that'd be awesome. If we're making an impact in your life, we'll probably make an impact in somebody else's life as well. So you leaving a review and engaging with our content will get our content out to more people who need this information and who just want to hang out with two dudes who are dads. And so, yeah, guys. All right. We'll see you on the next one. We love you guys. Peace.